Not too difficult, really. I think it was coming to a natural end. I feel I've been hanging on a little bit with the game and just how I've been, I haven't been playing quite as well as I potentially wanted to. And then over the course of this season, obviously not getting enough runs and being left out. So, I've been discussing it with the club and keeping them informed of my intentions of what's been going on. And it's just a case of when we wanted to announce it. But I think it was always going to be my last year. Just time to move on, time to sort of undertake different things and move on to pastures new.
Now, I was one of the people who was here back in 1993, sat over there watching you make your debut for the club. I mean, did you ever think when you played in that game that 27 years later you'd still be involved with the club playing cricket?
Probably not. No, I don't think you can ever sort of think when you're embarking on a start of a cricketing career that potentially you would be there sort of 27 years later, and so much water under the bridge and things that have happened in your life to look back on. But I always envisaged that it was going to be a good career. Of course, you're always apprehensive to know what's going to happen and how it's going to pan out. But I guess I couldn't have wished for a lot more than what's gone on. But to think that I've spent the whole time here at the club is quite a nice, special feeling for me, really.
But what is it about this club? Because obviously you've sort of encapsulated the fact that you've been here 27 seasons. What is it about Somerset that makes it such a good place to be part of?
Well, I don't know. It's just that I've been here. I moved down from Bristol when I was sort of 20 and been here ever since. So I lived here for a good period of time, and this is home now. This is where I've sort of built my life with the children coming around and the family life behind the scenes. This is just where it's all been, and just been so special. It's more than just sort of coming here to work and play cricket. It's been everything that it's given me. It's helped me through the tough times with, when I had to finish my England career, and it's made it that much more special to think that, it's been here all along the way with many different faces that have come and gone behind it. So delighted that it's the fact that that it's not necessarily come to an end, but to think that there's so many good things have happened while I've been here.
And on the playing front, from the Somerset perspective, what would be maybe the highlight of that time, do you think, so far?
Yeah, sure. I think, I've been lucky enough during my sort of time to win a couple of trophies, of course. 2001, the C&G final at Lords against Leicester was obviously a memorable win. The first real win we had with the club in my time. 2005 in the T20 again at the Oval. I still look fondly back at the time of my time as captain. Most of even though we didn't, manage to get over the line and win a trophy during that period, most of it was still good fun. There was a couple that still live with me to this day when, you think you wake up in the cold sweat in the middle of the night, but there's still fond memories, even though, it didn't quite end exactly how we wanted it to do so.
And all the while you've been very well supported by people around the ground, people in the town. I mean, they are a special part of this club, aren't they?
Of course it is.
The supporters of Somerset.
I think it's quite unique, isn't it, the club itself? We're in a small town. People support it brilliantly, and the way that they help it all out. Because you're around everybody all day, you're walking through town, you're seeing people in coffee shops, supporters. So you're very much engulfed in what is happening in their way of seeing the club. Also, we see it from our own point of view about how we play. Trying to win games, but they see it from a different point of view, and you get caught up in that also, the fact that how special it is for them. So you can never get away from that fact because it's such a small town, and the people then really get hooked on what the cricket is doing.
And we stood in front of your Marcus Trescothick stand. The county ground, as it was, is really a changed place, isn't it, from when you began here?
Massively, and quite a lot of it I've had a hand in trying to do various different bits. I know when they knocked down the sort of old buildings over here and rebuilt the stand, where you were lucky enough before sort of health and safety times to get in there and have a little go on the digger and things, and that was great fun. Chucking the wrecking ball around and sort of knocking things over, but painting different parts of the wall, cutting the outfield over here. All sorts that I've had the opportunity to help out and do different things along the way in the winter times. Not all of it's successful, as we can imagine. There's different stories that go along with that, but great to see how far it's come. And I guess the pinnacle of that was the lights going up over the course of this winter.
Now, obviously, Somerset currently are fairly well placed at the top of the championship. I mean, wouldn't that be a dream come true if we actually managed to take that final step and lift that trophy?
It's going to be a dream come true for whenever that happens, isn't it? If it happens this year, brilliant. I think it would be fantastic, and I think everybody would love to hopefully carry on in the same vein as what we've started. Already with one trophy in the cabinet, I think we've done brilliantly well. There's still two competitions to be playing for, and hopefully get across the line. But it'll happen at some point, as and when that is. Hopefully, I'm around to be involved in it. But it'll be special. If I'm not, I'll be coming back and enjoying a pint of cider. That's for sure.
Now, obviously, you've said you're going to be stepping down from playing at the end of this season. What lies ahead? I mean, you maybe had a flavour of what might be in the future for you when you coached the batting coach on the 50 over side that won the trophy. Is that the sort of way you think you might be going?
I think so. I think that'll be the bulk of what my career will probably look like, and how I'm going to sort of set it up in and around a little bit of TV, in and around a bit of work with the PCA. And obviously then Taunton School. So there's at the moment, I guess I'm lucky with a few opportunities to see where it's going to pan out, and then gradually over the sort of next weeks and months we'll put it all together and see what it looks like. Of course, I'd love to stay on in some capacity, and I've expressed that to the club, and it's just a case of if they decide anything there, then brilliant. But we'll wait and see. I'm not expecting anything necessarily to be given to me. I want to get a job, for whether it's here or somewhere else, under merit of what I can deliver. So if it's not now, then maybe in the future I'll come back and help out.
And in the meantime, when's Marcus going to next be in action with the bat for Somerset?
So we play the second team game Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday against Gloucester at Bristol, Rockhampton Cricket Club. And then just sort of be around, obviously helping the first team prepare for the game Sunday. And just be, whatever needs to be for the next few weeks and months. But
of course, if you went and scored 2 or 3 hundreds for the second 11, you'll be throwing your hat back in the ring for the first team again.
Yeah, that's the plan, is to try and get back into a bit of form. It's been a real tough summer in terms of scoring runs for me. So if I can get back and get a few runs, then maybe at the back end after the T20s I might be in contention again. But there's a lot of work to do before that happens, because some of the guys are playing really well. A couple of youngsters are coming in really nicely. So they deserve their opportunity to have a good crack at it. But we'll see what happens.
And finally, when it comes to the 2020 year, starting to sort of get back to pre-season training, are you going to miss that side of things, sort of having to your fitness training through the winter and all that sort of thing?
No doubt. I'll continue training in some capacity. Obviously, I cycle a lot anyway, but I'm not sure I'm going to miss the day in, day out training and everything that they do, and how fit these boys are nowadays. But who knows what 2020 looks like, and where I'll be, and what it'll contain. So, if it means I come back and I'm here in 2020 and working, I'm sure there'll be an element. Of course, I want to be out there hitting balls rather than throwing balls, but wherever it'll be, you still have fond memories of what's happened.
Marcus, thank you very much for talking to us, and thanks for all the pleasure you've given us all over the years.
Cheers.